Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 49 of the Wizard101 full game walkthrough series. Last time we wrapped up things in Merkholm Keep, and today we are going to go to Nidavellir, however you say it. But first, we need to talk to the king. Not much has really changed between episodes, but we will talk shortly after I talk to the king and read this story, and we'll kind of go over today's game plan.
So, this is the young hero all of my people are telling stories about. I am honored to meet you. Your fame has spread throughout all of Grizzleheim. Fate has surely led you to this moment. I am now speaking with envoys from the Ravens and the Wolves, so that we might forge a newfound peace in Grizzleheim. But that peace is already in danger. A terrible old foe threatens our land once more. To counter it, fate has brought forth a new hero, you. Jotun, a fierce and massive Brendel, is one of the oldest and most deadly of his kind. He has issued a challenge to face you in combat. Jotun has heard tell of the battles you have fought against his kind and kin, and he wants revenge. He has two brothers, lesser in strength, but still mighty. Jotun and his brothers all dwell in the ruined undercity of Nidavellir, outside this very settlement. You have stirred Jotun's anger. Will you now deal with him?
I will deal with him, but first let's hear about the story of Earl?
From the darkling woods came the sage king Rhaegar, wealthy in lore and runecraft. The young warrior Earl learned the runes from Rhaegar, the truth they told. Rhaegar's counsel served Earl wise. In times to come, Earl was named his son and his king. Thane and Thrall were Earl's two brothers. Master and servant were their roles.
Interesting. Okay, so I am going to have my main account help me with this dungeon. It's going to be a little different than last time, though. I am going to continue to be the main hitter, so I'm going to keep my deck the same way, and I have my main account set up with blades and traps and more support-based things, just because I think it makes it more entertaining. I think it still provides some help. Like, he still has a backup hit in, so that will be helpful. But yeah, we're going to do this dungeon the right way. And by I mean the right way, we're in Nidavellir. If you're curious where it's at, you just kind of go down here and it's right in this little area. But we are gonna do both of the Warrens and then the Hall of Valor. Because if you go just for the Hall of Valor, you have to fight both of his brothers. And I've never done this in the sense, or in the way of where you do each little dungeon first. So I kind of want to see if that does anything and just kind of explore these dungeons. We need to grab some, like, books and yardbirds anyway. So let's go ahead let's go into the Helgren Warren and start here and grab what we need to do. But like I said, my main... Let me see, is your sound on? Your sound off, okay, cool. My main character is going to mostly provide support. We're going to see how this goes. Okay, well, first off, I'll have my main guy add the... Actually, no, I'll add the prisms that we need, because we only need the regular prisms. And I think I won't start. I'll have my main character start. And then I will go next since I'm the hitter. And we're going to see how this goes. I'm hoping it goes well. Let's go ahead and instantly prism this guy. He's got 3,200 health, which isn't too bad. And then I'm going to feint on my main character. I think this is going to be more entertaining. I think it's going to make me more useful in these fights, and it's not just me, like, kind of taking a back seat while I just one-hit all the enemies. And I have a backup hit in case on my main character if things get a little dicey, but I think things are going to be okay. And I think this is going to be a much more fun type of doing this episode. I kind of want to see how it goes on my end. I hope it's more fun for y'all. If this absolutely sucks and blows, then I won't do this again, but I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot of episodes where I call them the reinforcements and things don't go super well, or they're not very entertaining, so I kind of want to just change things up. Let's go ahead and Fireblade myself, and I'm going to also Fireblade on my main character. I think instead of... We'll call him by his name. Well, I'll Fireblade on Hunter. I'm looking forward to today. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge to an extent. Maybe not super duper challenging, but I've never done these dungeons all the way through, like, all these dungeons. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like to actually do them. Okay, so you have 2 traps, I have 2 blades. Let's blade again here, and then you also, a hunter also blade me. I don't know how many blades I need, because I need to do 3,200, right? We have the convert, and we have the trap. So, if I can get another feint from Hunter, that would be great. And we'll just kind of see how things go. I do think this dungeon, in particular, the one that we're in, is the longest one. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 boss fights in here that we have to kind of prepare for. And I'm not sure how long this episode's going to be. I think it might be similar to the previous episodes. But I think this will be exciting. This will be very exciting. And plus, it's looking like we'll finish Grizzleheim on episode 50, which is, you know, a little poetic. I like that. Okay. I don't have any feints on my main guy. I think I'm going to blade here, and then we're just going to see if we kill. I didn't even see how much I needed to do the Reavers, the like minions. But I think we're fine. I think this should kill. I might be doing it overboard, I might not be doing it overboard, but I just need making sure I'm doing the right amount of damage. I think I'm going to probably do like 5 or 6k to this guy, is what it's looking like. But I think I'm going to try to do this in Winter Tusk as well, where if I call in reinforcements, it's to just assist me with blades and stuff. Especially if this kind of goes easily. Like, look, alright, that's what, 5 blades and a convert and yeah, we're doing like 10k to this guy. Right? Only 5. So, okay, so it was a good thing. It was a good thing. Alright, and now we have all these areas opened up. So first, I think we will grab the... what is it called? The little yard bird, which is right over here. And you don't have to fight this guy to grab it. But you do have to fight this guy to get access to the Jotun guy. So where is... oh, I'm just navigating my... I'm navigating Hunter to where he needs to go. So this is a storm boss. That's not too bad. Let me go and get rid of these prisms and just hop into this fight. Okay. Going to feint here and here. So 2 feints should be good enough on the boss. And I kind of have my deck set up strange on on Hunter, so I might need to check it out. My name isn't Hunter. I just kind of pick the names based off ones I find funny or just like interesting, like Cole Ashburn, you know, for a fire wizard. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of basic. I like it. I usually have pretty stupid names on all my characters. Just things that I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun. I need to fix my Depths character's name because I'm not really a big fan of it. It's okay, but it's Belgrim Grim, and I'm like, I could probably add something to the Grim, but I think you have to pay crowns or something to change your name. I just don't know if it's worth it. Okay. I'm gonna Elemental Blade myself, and then I'm gonna also Blade with Hunter. I think this is actually more entertaining to just kind of blade set up, and it's not just these really quick fights. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, and we've already done 1 fight. Hope y'all are doing well. It's a new day for me today compared to last night. Last night I got through, what was it, Merkholm Keep, or Bigger Roughlins and Merkholm Keep. So, I don't know if I'll finish Grizzleheim today. We'll just kind of have to see where the night takes us. Okay, so we have 2 blades. That should be enough to kill the minions. I think we're just going to go ahead and hit, and I'll blade again on my main. He's looking at 3,000 health, so I don't need to go too balls to the walls crazy, but... where's that phrase come from? Balls to the walls. I think it has to do something with, like, physics or something. Ah. Originated in military aviation during World War II for maximum speed or effort. So pushing an aircraft's throttle to the wall. Okay. So put it to the wall. Interesting. Alright, well, we got through that. We got a fancy tankard out of it, so that's pretty cool. Gotta watch our deck, or our space. So there are, yeah, 3 bosses we gotta fight. I'm guessing this is a fire guy, so let's move over here. Yep, looks like a fire dude. Since he has fire minions, I'm going to, instead of using the prisms on this guy, or my main guy, I'm gonna, let me also just get rid of some of these frames. Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to use the Mass Fire Prism that I can use now on Hunter. I'll try to remember to call him Hunter. Okay, so we got 2 Scaldings. 3,200 again, also not too bad. I didn't get the Prism, sadly, which is going to be potentially rough. Okay, we can't stack the Pet Blades, so let's just do an Elemental Blade. As long as you guys don't use your Ice Shields, this should be okay. That's good. It sucks that they start. Oh, there's fish here, too. Interesting. I'm sure there's some special fish you can get from this area, but I don't know how in-depth I'm going to go with fishing. I'm probably just going to do what the quests are, and that's about it. I think Avalon has some fishing quests, too, at some point, but again, I don't think I'm going to go too far in-depth. Okay, we're going to Fireblade ourselves. Again, didn't get the Prism, which is a little frustrating, because I just don't want them to use their Ice Shield. Okay, an extra blade. We also have that. I do have the prism now, so I think I'm good to hit. I don't have any blades, but the prism should be good enough. I think we're just gonna try it. Oh, no. Okay, good. That's fine, that's fine. I did just notice the weakness, too. Okay, that's okay. Anytime they cast a spell on themselves, I get a little worried. That's fine. I don't know what kind of spells they're gonna have. Like, this is the level 40 area, I believe, so they probably have, like... I don't think they have Fire Dragon or anything like that, but they probably have some pretty up there spells. Alright, do we kill? The minions are dead for sure. I don't know about the boss, though. Let's see. Pretty close on the boss, but not there yet. That's fine, though. Close is good enough by me. I'm going to go ahead and feint the boss. And then Prism again on my main character, or Hunter. Alright. Let us... So we got the feint, and we got that hit on. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit again with Meteor Strike, because I have a potent feint from my from Hunter. So we'll get that. I'm catching myself. I'm catching myself before I say main character. We're making pretty swift progress. I think we have 2 more boss fights in this little dungeon. I kind of wish they would put this as part of the main line, but if they made it part of the main line and they gave it like good gear from it, from each one of these bosses could drop you something special or things like that, I think that would be kind of neat. I mean, they might drop you something special. Who's to say? The Burning Vestment looks. I mean, 7 damage and 14 resist is actually pretty solid. All right, where is not? I don't need to fight. I need to fight you. So there's 2 more. Let's do this balance guy, I'm assuming. The Sand Behemoth. Okay. Let me get my... Am I able to teleport within the dungeon to... Are we able to do that? Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. We are. Perfect. Even better. Okay. You start, Hunter. I'll have to make sure to grab that parchment after this fight, too. It's kind of interesting little areas, though. 3,200 again. Okay, Fireblade myself. Immediately feint the boss on Hunter. Alright. This is like old school Krokotopia Sand, too. This isn't that new age stuff. You kids these days don't know what we had to go through. Let's do an Elemental Blade, and we'll do... What do I have on me? Just a plus 35. We'll do another Elemental Blade, but it will be a side deck one. Ooh, they have the... I didn't even notice the Elemental Shield. That's going to be frustrating. I'm hoping that we have enough blades on us that it won't be a problem. Think weakness him, that's fine. Add extra Elemental Blades to me. So, yeah, I kind of forgot about the elemental shields and stuff. That's going to be an issue. I mean, if the boss does it, as long as we can, like, if we can double feint, it's whatever. We go ahead and blade again. Get rid of this, and then blade again. I think I'm going to hit next round regardless. Hopefully we get the potent feint from my, from Hunter. So, we'll see. But yeah. Been a pretty solid morning so far. I've played through, I'm about maybe a quarter of the way, or like a little under quarter. Let's just go ahead and hit. Or we have just that. Okay. Just Fireblade. But I made about maybe 20% through Darkmoor on my life. I kind of worked through it this morning, got through the Arcanum, like, intro quests, but I'm about to fight the Commander Octo, and I was like, well, that's a good time to stop. Because I can solo. Commander Octo isn't a bad boss to solo. You just have to kind of, like, hit her with one hits, or like, low-level hits until she dies, and that's I'd say the frustrating part about it, is that takes a while. Okay, I'm fine with being hit by a ice or evil snowman. Alright, this should kill. Yeah, this should definitely kill. It's kind of nice seeing how much damage we do. I actually like this a lot better, so I think I'm going to do this anytime I need assistance. Except for maybe some of the tougher dungeons, like Tower of the Elephant, or what's it called? Waterworks and stuff like that. I probably will kind of be carried through it because most people get carried through those dungeons anyway, so it's whatever. Okay, so we did that. Where is our next fight that we need to go to? It's next door. And then one of the brothers should appear right here. Okay, so the brown wood tormentor. Let me do a teleport. I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion. I don't think the next fight that we have to fight as many guys. So let's start again and put in Hunter. Then I will start Hunter and Cole hanging out. Okay, let us. I'm gonna go ahead and feint on both of my characters. We'll do a potent feint on one and a regular feint on another. I don't know which brother. Like I said, I don't know which brother it is. I think there's a Storm. I can't remember which one Jotun is. Jotun might be the Death brother, or he might be the Storm brother. But there's a Storm, Death, and I think a Life brother. But by completing this dungeon, when we fight Jotun, it should be just him by himself. And I'm going to just kind of roll with that strategy, just because I feel like it's what it was intended to do. Now, there's a good chance I'm doing these two dungeons for no reason entirely. I mean, I needed the, what's it called? The Yardbird, and I need the book, which the book will be really hard to find, probably. But there's a chance I'm doing this for no reason other than just, I don't know, gluttony, punishment. There might be some resources back here, too, to look out for. That's fine. I do like how they changed the spellcast animations for spell weaving. I don't know if Storm is what I'm going to stick with for fire. I might switch to ice or something. I don't know. I haven't done all my farming and research and stuff like that on my fire. Okay, 660, 30. I'm going to hit, I think, and I'll just blade again with Hunter. I think with the double feints, we should be good enough to kill. I think I might have just too much spells up on Hunter. I might just need to have just the potent feints and then a couple of blades and such, and that should be fine enough. Okay, it's fine. You're probably gonna end me, or I'll use your natural attack. A natural attack, that's fine. And on my and on Hunter, so that's fine too. We don't care about him; he'll be okay. There's going to become a time, though, where I have Hunter's help, and then the fights are just going to be... where the fights are going to actually be tough together. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Are there any resources? There's some mandrake. Can never turn down some mandrake. And a frost flower, trying to hide from me too. Don't they know who I am? Don't they know I will find all the resources and grab them? If I remember. Okay, and now we should go into this room and see the main guy. Whoa. Interesting. Oh, so this is like an actual, like, almost a tower, really. Wow, okay. Alright, oh, we can't even walk past, okay. I mean, honestly, I've never completed this dungeon before, so this is very interesting to me, kind of seeing how it goes. Okay, so it's just a bunch of elites. They still have a decent amount of health. I'm gonna Fireblade myself. Don't really need the feint, so I'll just Blade. This is interesting. So do we have, like, 2 fights before we get to this first brother that we have to kill? That's kind of crazy. Alright. I'm just curious about this dungeon. I do wonder how long the next one's going to take. I know the Jotun dungeon is going to be just Jotun, and that's the whole fight, but it'll still probably take like 10-15 minutes or whatever. But I am very interested to see how this all goes. Okay, we should be good to hit, and I'll do a bounce blade on Hunter with Hunter, just in case. It's going to be a natural attack myth. I feel like you don't see many myth natural attacks, so I like seeing that. I do like the Grendels. I was playing a lot of Pirate this morning. I also am trying to get an alt account set up on Pirate to assist me, but I'm probably not. I'm making a character, and I don't think I'm going to, like... I made a character, I don't think I'm going to record me making a character. I kind of want to get a decent pet and things like that on my own. And I'll probably start a Pirate walk, maybe when this hits its dead period, probably sometime in Arc 2. When the episodes just take a lot longer. Okay, so there's nothing here. Let me turn off this. So there's Ulick. Man, look at this fighting ring. This is interesting. Like, where's that wind coming from? Alright, let's just have Hunter come in first. This is a very interesting board. No, I didn't heal, but... Oh, well. 6,400, so that's something to watch out for. Let us do a blade. And we are going to feint Ulick. 6,400 is going to be a lot. We have no choice but the double feint, for sure, and then just blade like crazy, and I think we should be fine. Trying to be focused on this fight. Make sure we're doing everything right. Especially since I'm at a little bit of lower health. It's not that bad, but, you know, it's noticeably low. Okay. Let us, on Hunter, we're going to do a Enchanted Fire Blade, and then we're going to do our Pet Blade on Cole. A weakness, it looks like? Okay, that's fine on Hunter. That's okay. He's not going to hit much. He'll do a backup hit if I don't kill. That's the plan there. Probably should have put in some heals as well, just to have, but... I still have, like, some fairies and stuff in, I believe. Or maybe I don't have any fairies in now that I'm looking at it, or now I'm thinking about it. 45, 35... let's do a 40 right here, and then let's do a potent feint on Ulick, and that should be enough traps for him. And I think we should be good to hit next round, actually. Because one more blade from from Hunter should be good enough to put me over the edge. And it's good that they're all targeting him, too, because he's got about 10,000 health. You're not targeting me, or him, though. That's fine. You can trap me as much as you want, as long as you don't hit me, I don't care. Are these all death guys? They are. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to use our regular meteor strike, but we should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use a balance blade here. Okay, what are you gonna do? He does get power pips, which is also something to be concerned about. I think they have the level 48 spells. I'm pretty sure he has Scarecrow and stuff like that. So that's things to look out for. But hopefully he's dead and we don't have to worry about him in the other parts of this dungeon. Okay, let's see. Is this enough? Are we good at this game? I think we're good. Easy, easy. That was a good amount. That was a good amount of damage. We had perfect amount. Okay. Got his stuff. Robe of Remedy. Do you drop anything cool? A red cap. That's actually kind of neat. A red cap would have been cool to get. But, okay. That was Ulick, and that was the Helgrind Warren. So I think the next one is the Winterdeep Warren that we have to do. But, yeah. That took, what? About 26 minutes? I think that's going to be the longest one of the 3 that we have to do. Just because there's 5 boss fights. I don't think you have to fight everyone in the Winterdeep Warren, personally. So, let's see. Let us go to... This is the Winterdeep Warren, right? Winterdeep Warren. Let me grab some health. And then we'll just kind of head on in.
You're about to enter a dungeon.
Let me get my guy over here. Can I do it in time? I think I can, yeah. Perfect. Perfect amount of time. But yeah, I don't think this one's going to be that hard. It might honestly take longer for me to find the book than it will to get through this. So let's go ahead and... I want to test something, though. Can I teleport to him in this maze? I can, okay. So I can teleport to myself in this maze. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the map of the maze. We should be fine with the hits that we have. In a worst case scenario, I'll just have a hunter teleport to me. But I don't think... Let's see. Is there anything over here? No. And I don't think we have to fight these guys. I'm pretty sure he is just chilling up here. So I think we just have to kind of meander around. I just need to look for the book, which I think is somewhere in this area. But I'm going to check just to cover all my boxes. Okay, so that's here. Let's go around this way. Okay, y'all are ridiculously close. Okay, it's right here. So I need to go by these ridiculously close Grendels. We'll let this one Grendel go by. And then we will walk over here. Oh, of course. Okay, they're not as ridiculously close this way. Alright, and then I think we just need to skedaddle this way, and it should be right over here, right? Oh, no, other way. We need to go back up this one. Okay, it's fine. Down here, and here's the power of the runes.
Runes can ward against sorrows. They can bind wounds suffered. Runes can break chains. They can stop arrows in flight. Runes can turn a curse against the speaker. They can calm the angriest of hearts. Runes can give strength to allies. They can cause the dead to speak. All these things runes can do. There is more that is unsaid.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, look who I teleported. Okay, so now we need to fight this guy, who I believe is just chilling up here. Am I correct? Yes, he is vibing up here. Okay. Hunter, teleport to me, please. Okay, so we've got Gretter, who is a life boss. I don't think we need to change anything with our current setup, really. I think we're good to go. So, let's get into it. We do have some pixies in. Alright. He doesn't have anything too crazy, so let's get into it. We have more health this time. He is life, so he can do some heals and stuff like that. Okay, let us go ahead and feint Gretter right off the bat. He's got 6,400. We're going to also feint 2 times. Oh, I should not have started. I did not even realize that. It should have been Hunter. It should have been him, because I have a better chance, or a higher chance of being weaknessed or penalized in a certain way, but... Oh well, we're here now. At least this dungeon went by a little quicker, and the next dungeon will be quick too. So, episode's not looking as long as I thought it was going to be. I was going to have just, what, 4 or 5 straight 1-hour episodes. I mean, they're all probably averaging about an hour now, which is fine. So, I mean, there's a good part in Marleybone where everything was about 30 minutes, which is also okay. I think 30 minutes is what I'd like the minimum to be. And I recognize some episodes are going to be shorter, some are going to be longer, but... Okay, let us blade ourselves again. I'm gonna get rid of one of these scorches. Let's blade ourselves again. Make sure we hit the right person. It really sucks that Hunter is going second, but I think this also makes it so that way we can have the follow-up Meteor Strike, and it'll be no problem. Hunter's still above 10,000 health, too, by the way. I don't know if he got any wisp. Ah, see? That's the thing that I was worried about. But it's okay. Alright. Okay, let us fire trap Gretter, and then we are going to Elemental Blade Cold. Nothing too crazy is happening so far. He does have his power pips. I don't want him to Forest Lord me, because that would just do so much damage. And the risk I have of being the first guy. Seraph's gonna already do a lot of damage right here. I mean, we might be low, or like, we're gonna probably be below 1,000, so I might have no choice but to hit after this round. See, like, this is gonna put us at what, like 900, maybe 800? Yeah, so. Just things to consider. This is okay, though. I think you're hitting Hunter. Yeah, okay. You can hit Hunter as much as you want. He is cannon fodder. That is his only goal in life, is to be cannon fodder. Alright, let's go ahead and Meteor Strike. And then... I'm going to... Hunter is going to blade himself, because I think we're going to need a follow-up hit. I don't know if this will kill. The weakness kind of hurts things a little bit, and also me going first. It still is going to do a good amount, probably close to 5k. The minions are dead. Okay, 4,400. And the minions are dead, which is what matters. And I can do a follow-up hit with Hunter, no problem. So, this is the one time where I'm like, alright, things went a little awry, so we can put in our backup hit. And everything's going to be fine. Okay, let us Fireblade Hunter and watch him do an actual real Meteor Strike that's more serious than the ones we do. This wasn't too bad, though. Not too bad. Okay, easy 8k. Alright. The same thing. What does Gretter have? Is this the same drops, but just 2 pets instead? Interesting. I'm gonna just walk out, or nah, I'll probably head to Northgard and go the easy way. I just want to I think we'll be fine. I just want to make sure it registers that we defeated those brothers. I don't know if it will, but I can show you all the appropriate way to get to Nidavellir compared to the way I went. I'm having a good time, though. This is definitely more entertaining than the other times I have been carried. I'm still going to be carried at certain instances, like certain tough dungeons, like Atlantia and stuff like that, that I intend on doing with 2 people. I'm probably going to still be carried, but I think for fights like this, where I need assistance, I'll probably just be like, well, if you can just give me some blades, that'd be helpful. Alright, let's get Hunter to teleport back to me. And he should be, and we are ready to go against Jotun. This is not going to be an hour. This is going to be probably a 10-minute little... It'll probably take a while to walk there. So yeah, we have another book to grab that we need to look for. I'm going to just go ahead and walk and hope that... I'm assuming that I can teleport. Okay, let us walk over... Is there a map? There's a map. So yeah, this is going to be kind of similar to the last dungeon we did, or the Winterdeep Warren, where we just kind of walk over, Hope everything goes well. Hope you don't get dragged in it by any means. What? I'm busting in. Busting in. There's the book. Oh, he doesn't have his brothers. Look at that. So you're not going to say anything? Let me teleport. Okay. Let's see. Not saying anything. Wow. I think he says something if you don't defeat his brothers, but that's interesting. Or maybe he's not saying anything because I'm in here with, I did it again. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm just gonna roll with it. It'll be fine. That's just very frustrating. So one thing I said I shouldn't have done last time, I'm doing this time. Alright. Let's see. I mean, this isn't looking like too tough of a fight. We'll go to her blade here. And I'm also going to blade again with Hunter. And if he's going to focus on Hunter, this also will work out for us. Because him being Storm, he has less health. I remember he used to have 9,000 health. That used to be a lot. I mean, 7,200 is still a lot. In terms of, like, Dragonspire enemies, he's up there. Because I think Malistaire has 10k or something like that. Okay, so we're going to feint him again. And then I'm going to go ahead and blade up with Hunter. But I think this also makes the episodes longer and more fleshed out. Like, if it was just me being carried by Hunter this entire game, or myself this entire game, this would have been a 20-minute video. Which, I didn't mind it for dungeons I didn't care about, like Barkingham Palace. Barkingham Palace and Kensington Street, or whatever it's called. Kensington Park, I think. Yeah, I didn't mind it for those, but I like this dungeon. I think it's a very interesting one. I kind of wish they would kind of articulate more that you can defeat his brothers in the other dungeons, but that doesn't really happen. I think it would just add more flavor to everything. Okay, let us go ahead and hit, I think. Yeah, let's hit, and then I'll have the follow-up hit on both characters. Regardless, he's dead this round. Not too bad. A lot shorter than my last few videos, that's for sure. Okay, is this enough to kill, or do we need the backup? We needed the backup hit, but that's okay. This is going to probably do more damage than my other hit did, with all the blades. It is probably like 5 or 6k. Oh no, 4k. It's okay, about the same amount actually. There's Jotun. You got me the Banshees right now. What do you have? Red cap? See, it's honestly not bad gear. Like, this is decent gear. It's good stitch gear. I think if they just upgraded it a little bit, more people would probably do these fights. Because they're pretty fun fights overall. But yeah, anyway, let's go to Northgard and turn things into, and talk to the king a little bit, and then we'll wrap things up here in time for next. That way next time we can wrap up Grizzleheim. Okay. Valgard, let's see what you have to say.
You have done what generations of our warriors could not do. You have defeated Jotun. All of Grizzleheim is in awe of your mighty deed. I call you the greatest hero I have met. You have proven yourself a mighty warrior. Now I ask if you can demonstrate your wisdom and fairness. The wolves and ravens each make claims that cannot be believed. Accusations fly like arrows, and an outside voice is needed. You have seen much in your visits to Grizzleheim, and dealt with wolf, raven, and bear alike. I call upon your counsel in this matter.
It matters little what this meddler says or does.
Dial it
Your
back.
doom is at hand. I will speak no more, and will be rid of this place.
I suspected the treachery of the Ravens, but could not prove it. What has happened to our runestone?
The same thing happened to our own runestone, though the Ravens claimed it was the work of your people. Now we know the truth.
It is clear now what has happened. The Ravens have deceived us both, pitted wolf against bear. But to what end? Young wizard, it is my right as king to order you to serve us. But for this, I simply ask for your aid. I trust your honor and friendship will sway you. We must learn what the Ravens plan, and how they can be stopped. There is a Raven I trust, named Raffen Lorespeaker. Go and speak to Raffen, and see what he knows.
Bro, I forgot to get that. I'm kind of curious if we can just kind of waltz in and just get it. I think we can. Let's see. We're gonna try that before we wrap things up. We can just make it to this book. I'm worried Jotun might be too close. And now all of his brothers will be there, right? Because we didn't fight them, I'm assuming. Or maybe they're never going to be there again. Who's to say? But let's go back and try to grab that book. Make sure I grab it. Like, I'll have the quest up. That happens sometimes. It's all part of the game, right? So. But luckily, this could have happened in worse dungeons, like Labyrinth or dungeons like that, where I could have forgotten it in a
You're about to enter
more annoying sense. So we're almost done with all these. This shows you the progress we're making in this world. We have only 2 Yardbirds left to get, and we have 2 books left to get, including this one. But let's hopefully just waltz through. Is this the riveting outro y'all were expecting or hoping for? Grabbing the frostflower. Don't care if it's the end of the video. We're still getting the frostflowers. Oh. Okay. Whoa, what's this one's hanging out right here? And some Grendelweed. Okay. Continuing to avoid all of these fights. I wonder if there's people who think you have to do these fights, or just do all the fights they get anyway, just for funsies. Alright. It is just Jotun, but I'm hoping... I'm going to mark here in case. Heck yeah, that's always a good... Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, Tooth, Claw, and Wing.
3 tribes inherited this land. Bear, wolf, and raven call it home. Mighty warriors and makers of fine things, honor and strength are the bear's way. Swift hunters and night runners, speed and cunning are the wolf's way. Crafty sages and honeyed speakers, magic and counsel are the raven's way. Together they must dwell here. Peace must govern them all, always.
Sounds good by me. Well, we grabbed that book. I should have grabbed that a little earlier. But yeah, that was Nidavellir. I hope y'all enjoyed me doing all 3 dungeons. Definitely didn't have to, but I know Ravenscar, which is the last area of Grizzleheim. Not the world, but just the main Grizzleheim section. I know that Ravenscar is probably going to be an hour to an hour and a half, and I do want to knock it all out in one episode if I can. So I wanted to kind of have this be separate, because even if I just fought Jotun, it probably would have taken like 10 to 15 minutes or so, especially with his brothers there. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed me going through all those dungeons. Let me know what y'all think of me changing things up with me being cowardly and carried by my main account characters. But yeah, next time we will wrap up Grizzleheim and go head into Ravenscar for our 50th episode. Should be very exciting, should be a big one. And I'll see y'all then. Have a good one.